Blue Avian Souls. If you are a blue avian soul, this message reaches a very specific place inside you. From early on, life has felt larger than everyday concerns. You sense meaning behind events. While others focus on outcomes, you feel atmosphere. While others rush forward, you pause and observe. Here is something you are about to hear that rarely finds clear words. Your sensitivity formed early. You learned to read the space around people. You learned to sense tension, intention, and unspoken truth. This ability made you perceptive and wise beyond your years. It also made life feel intense. You often feel everything at once. Emotions pass through you deeply. Joy feels expansive. Pain feels heavy. Crowded or emotionally charged spaces can feel overwhelming. Others often describe you as calm or gentle, without realizing how much you process internally. This creates a quiet inner struggle. You want closeness. At the same time, you need space to breathe and integrate. You may feel torn between staying open and protecting your inner balance. You may feel misunderstood when others expect constant availability or quick responses. Now listen carefully. This part often remains unnamed. You carry a natural orientation toward harmony. You value kindness, emotional safety, and mutual understanding. Conflict feels heavy to you, even when you handle it gracefully. You often act as the one who smooths tension, listens deeply, and holds emotional space. People feel calmer around you, even when you say very little. And yet, inside this gentleness, there is strength. You see from above. You sense long-term direction. You understand how small actions affect the whole. Your presence carries perspective rather than pressure, wisdom rather than force. What you are hearing now reflects experiences you may have carried quietly for years. It explains why you often feel different in how you relate, feel, and move through life. It honors your sensitivity without diminishing your resilience. This is the beginning of recognition for blue avian souls. And what follows will reveal how this deep perception becomes clarity, connection, and a life that feels both peaceful and meaningful. This description was created by the StarSeedSoul Project to give careful language to inner experiences that many people live without ever naming. It was shaped through listening to emotional patterns, relational dynamics, and the quiet ways people give and receive love. Its purpose is recognition, to help you feel seen in your sensitivity, your depth, and your way of connecting. For blue avian souls, relationships form the center of lived experience. You connect through feeling before thought. You sense emotional states instantly. You notice shifts in tone, mood, and presence without effort. From the very beginning, you bring warmth, openness, and genuine care into connection. Here is something you are about to hear that many blue avian souls recognize immediately. Your core relationship pain grows from how deeply you feel and how easily you attune. You offer understanding early. You listen fully. You adjust to emotional space with grace. Your heart opens naturally, without calculation. Because of this, you often become the emotional anchor in relationships. Over time, this creates a subtle imbalance. You give attention, empathy, and presence generously. You sense what the other needs and move toward it. You hold space during difficult moments. You stay emotionally available, even when your own needs wait. This pattern repeats across different relationships. You meet someone who feels drawn to your gentleness and emotional intelligence. The connection feels intimate and meaningful at first. There is closeness, sharing a sense of being understood. Gradually, emotional responsibility settles more heavily on you. You continue offering care while hoping for the same depth in return. Listen closely. This explains something many blue avian souls have felt without words. You remain because you value connection deeply. You believe emotional presence creates closeness. You trust that care builds bonds. Stepping back feels like closing your heart, so you stay open, even when emotional exchange becomes uneven. This cycle shapes how love feels inside your body. Connection becomes linked with emotional work. Closeness becomes linked with attentiveness. You feel appreciated for your sensitivity while quietly longing to be met with the same care. And inside this pain, there is also inspiration. Your capacity to feel deeply creates safety for others. Your emotional awareness brings healing into relationships. Your heart carries wisdom, compassion, and rare relational intelligence. Recognizing this pattern marks the first opening. It allows you to see how much you give. It allows you to notice where reciprocity matters, and it prepares the ground for relationships where emotional presence flows gently in both directions. A gentle shift begins when you start sensing something important inside relationships. Closeness does not have to mean constant emotional availability. Care does not require continuous giving. You begin noticing moments where presence feels richer than effort, where silence feels safer. This awareness grows slowly, through lived moments rather than decisions. What you are about to hear is something many blue avian souls feel deeply, even when they never speak it aloud. Your relationship patterns echo clearly in your experience with money and the material world. You approach work and resources with the same sensitivity you bring into connection. You feel situations before structuring them. You sense atmosphere before strategy. You value meaning, harmony, and emotional alignment more than force or pressure. Money often feels emotionally charged for you. Earning connects with how useful, appreciated, or needed you feel. Material stability grows through care rather than ambition. You give more when you feel connected. You hesitate when the environment feels cold or transactional. This creates uneven flow. Resources arrive when the heart feels involved and slow down when it feels disconnected. This leads to a specific inner tension. You feel capable and intelligent. You also feel unsure how to anchor value into form. You sense abundance intuitively and struggle to ground it consistently. You may earn enough and still feel insecure. You may work gently and still feel responsible for emotional harmony around you. Now stay with this moment. This is rarely named so directly. Your sense of value formed through emotional usefulness. You learned that care creates safety. That sensitivity brings connection. That being emotionally available gives you a place. As a result, self-worth often connects with how deeply you feel and how much you give. Your body carries this quietly. Soft shoulders that hold tension, a chest that stays open even when tired, a nervous system tuned to others before itself. You stay receptive while waiting for ground. As awareness deepens, something begins to shift. You start noticing where giving replaces receiving, where empathy replaces structure, where emotional presence needs support from form. Money slowly becomes a reflection rather than a test. Material life begins responding when you allow boundaries to coexist with care. Value starts feeling intrinsic rather than earned through emotional labor. You allow yourself to receive without over-explaining or compensating. This is the moment where blue avian sensitivity begins to anchor. Care remains, warmth remains, empathy remains, and now there is also ground, form, and inner safety. This shift opens the door to a life that feels emotionally alive and materially supported at the same time. At the shadow point of the blue avian path lives a quiet and tender truth. You learn to stay open even when openness cost you. You learn to feel deeply even when feelings remained unanswered. Sensitivity became your way of being present in the world. Care became instinct. Empathy became language. This shadow shows itself as emotional overgiving. You sense others easily. You respond quickly. You soften situations before they grow sharp. You hold emotional space so naturally that you rarely notice how much energy it takes. Your heart stays available long after it grows tired. Listen closely now. This is something few ever name clearly. The avoided truth lives in self-protection. You learned to value harmony so strongly that you sometimes place it above your own needs. You keep connection alive through understanding. You keep closeness intact through patience. You delay expression of personal limits to preserve emotional peace. Over time, this creates quiet exhaustion. You feel emotionally present and internally drained. You feel connected and slightly unseen. You offer compassion while longing for the same depth in return. Your heart stays open while waiting to be met. The turning point arrives through maturity of self-regard. You begin to sense that sensitivity carries strength. You recognize that care includes direction. You allow yourself to notice when emotional exchange feels uneven. You permit boundaries to coexist with warmth. This shift feels subtle yet powerful. You start choosing connection that responds to you. You speak your needs with the same gentleness you offer others. You allow space to close when reciprocity fades. Your heart remains open and gains protection. In higher expression, blue avian souls embody emotional clarity. You keep your empathy. You keep your depth. You also carry discernment. Your presence soothes without self-depletion. Your care flows in balanced exchange. Relationships feel mutual and nourishing. Connection carries tenderness and stability together. Your emotional intelligence becomes guidance rather than sacrifice. You bring lightness and truth into bonds that welcome both. This is the blue avian potential realized. Sensitivity, grounded in self-respect. Empathy, guided by clarity. A heart that remains open and fully supported at the same time. The portal 11.11 appears here as a quiet invitation to self-recognition. It opens a space where sensitivity, empathy, and emotional depth become clear and understandable through lived experience. For blue avian souls, the portal helps illuminate how connection, care, and emotional presence have shaped relationships, choices, and inner life. It allows you to see your patterns gently, without pressure, through clarity and resonance. For those who feel ready to continue, deeper exploration unfolds through focused activations and relationship PDFs. These materials support emotional integration in everyday life. They help translate insight into how you choose reciprocity, honor your own needs, and allow emotional connection to include balance and support. This path respects your sensitivity and your pace. Understanding grows through experience, presence, and softness. Now stay with this moment. What follows gathers everything you have felt into one clear movement. Your energy carries openness and emotional intelligence. You sense others deeply. You read subtle signals. You bring warmth, empathy, and sincerity into connection. Your presence creates safety because it feels genuine and attentive. People open around you because you listen with your whole being. In your elevated expression, blue avian depth becomes balanced connection. You continue to feel deeply. You also allow yourself to be met. Care flows in both directions. Your relationships feel nourishing rather than draining. Emotional closeness becomes mutual presence. Your sensitivity transforms into quiet strength. You choose connections where your heart feels supported. You express needs with the same honesty you offer understanding. Your logic helps you discern where openness feels safe and grounded. Your material life reflects enoughness and gentle stability. Let this understanding settle softly. Allow it to guide how you connect, how you choose, how you stay. Your empathy carries value when it includes yourself. Your heart carries wisdom when it rests as well as opens. You are a blue avian soul. Your origin is shaped by emotional depth, sensitivity, and relational awareness. Your destiny lives in creating connections that feel gentle, reciprocal, and alive.